this is a pretty short module. Just want to quickly touch on the how might we question, which is really once you understand the problem space with your principles, you're really understanding the how might we question. Now, this can come before principles, by the way. It doesn't have to come afterwards. Depending upon how much information you have, you might understand the problem better, and then you might write a how might we question, and then off the back of that, you might say, okay, based upon the how might we question, let's write some principles. Or you might want to rather understand the problem and frame it better with principles, and then consider the how might we question in there, but relate it to the guiding principles that you would have put in place. So either or, depending upon your flavor. I like the latter one. So really all that this is a means for us to write a question, right, that provides clarity. My suggestion is you throw away your first drafts. You want this to be a question rather than a problem statement. You've already done a problem statement, so make sure this is a question. Right, so because the question always provides a basis for divergent thinking, right, and helps you move into the divergent phase of ideation. So we want to ensure that what we're dealing with here is what, for who, and why. Does it mean that we, when we ask the question, we say how might we? So we're asking the how bit, and this assumes that a solution exists. So just the choice of language is important here. How might we? The how assumes that a solution exists, and also gives confidence that something can actually be done. The might means that you're not actually certain, and there's possibly some learning which has to occur. And therefore there might be some repetition involved or iterations involved. And we dictates, it's collaborative. This is we're building on one another's ideas. Right? So you can see even just the phrasing of the how might we question has a number of things embedded in there. Okay, so be sure to include a lot of the human behavior aspects in there. We spoke about this one earlier on. You can see that if I have an insight, things pile up, this husband feels behind and ultimately doesn't like this rubbish out in the driveway. And well, from that I can actually extract some how might we questions that I can look to take forward. Okay, here's an example of the how might we question. So I'll always like to do the how might we so that, same as the cause and effect of the problem statement. So how might we deliver an awesome onboarding experience for new staff so that new people are quickly enabled? So it's always good. You must talk about the benefit that you're actually trying to achieve. Okay. So you want to be able to ask questions like, what do you understand to be the desirable outcomes? And you want to be able to ask questions about what principles do you anticipate might be associated with this question. So you can actually use this as well to describe what your principles might be. All right, there's just an example for our travel one. So how might we deliver a stress-free, satisfying travel experience so that commuters arrive at home or at work in a positive state? Now remember, we can actually reverse this around. So if you flip it, all right, and this is a good sort of technique to use, when you describe your problem, all right, the overcrowding of public trains during the peak commute is resulting in people clogging freeways because they're looking for alternative transport, increased stress levels, and reducing their productivity. So it's actually the flip of how might we becomes the flip state of that. So you can use that as a guide. That's it. Nice short module. So go ahead and write your how might we question, but write it in line with the principles and the problem statement that you've come up with. Thank you.